scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
On third down, he drops to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Thompson. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Turning on the Jets. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Auburn. A great catch and run for 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. On the run, it's Frazier. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
Caught in the backfield. It's Frazier. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Wide open spaces. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And he's chased out of bounds at the 6-yard line, and they'll try to stick it in from there.
The closer you get to the end zone, the more you start to bring big bodies on the field, right? The field shrinks. I'm worried about you running the football, particularly up the middle. But how about the offense? Does a nice job tossing the ball on the perimeter, going out there, getting some positive yards, trying to get 7. I ain't settling for no field goal.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Here's a heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. The give on the inside. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the A spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Auburn will kick it off to get things started.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Working from the pistol. Gonna run it. It's Frazier. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference. Be great in your conference. Get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it.
He lets it fly. Snags it on the right. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
They got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34. When you reach this point of the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Caught near the sideline, it's Frazier. He's pushed out of bounds, couldn't quite get to the first down marker, and they'll give up the ball. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. The give to the back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Now the play fake. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And I think if you're on defense here, you've got to be alert, right? Are they going for it here on 4th down? Does your defense have to be on the field ready for that? Might they line up in a punt formation and try to fake it potentially? You could see that. You know, there are a lot of coaches early in games that are willing to take big risks. So bells and whistles have got to be going off if you're on defense right now.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Rolling right and going deep. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Using his legs, it's Frazier. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Guys, only Minnesota and Wisconsin have played more often than Auburn and Georgia. This rivalry is rich in tradition.
And you're right, Reese. This goes back to 1892. A long time. This game has been heated. You know a bunch of the names, a bunch of the storylines. And speaking of storylines, how about the mascot for Georgia? Literally trying to bite an Auburn wide receiver. That's how real this rivalry is.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. To throw, it's Stockton. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They've already failed to convert on 4th down once in the first quarter. Doesn't stop them from trying it here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a crease to the left. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Stockton. He unleashes a long one. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Georgia! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Extra point here will tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on third down.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. And that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Looking for space, it's Frazier. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him, okay? I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll go to the ground. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Now they're going to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
That is a really good-looking throw. You think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
Catch in the middle. It's Bell. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something we're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
Fair catch, called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll start this drive going to the air. The throw to the outside is complete. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
The Tigers want to move quickly. The give to the tailback. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And That's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
He's got it, first down and more. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Man, those plays are frustrating on a defense. You get 3 stops and you force that fourth down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the first down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
Makes the grab. It's Thompson. Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that pass there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just we're on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. The defense gets the big stop.
Quarterback making checks. Looking for room. It's McCray. Couldn't find any room at all, and he'll lose 7 on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Pulls it in, it's Jones. Turning it on! They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Going to take a shot on second and short. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
On On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. There he goes. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Dogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. Florida is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping in Gainesville. They're trailing by 14 to Texas A&M. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Cobb. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last 1st down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Got a man. It's Cobb. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And the quick shuffle pass. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time he's got it. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the 1st.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll try to get it through the air. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. And on the interception return, he'll finally be stopped at the 33.
Just such a nice job by him understanding his responsibility in that cover 2 zone scheme. He's just floating over the middle of the field. He's just very aware of tight ends and running backs around him. And as soon as he sees color, as soon as he sees an intended target, he's already running that way. And he's able to jump the throw and pick it off.
Got the quick pass. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Snagged in the middle, it's Jones. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the grab. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Georgia.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wide receiver going in motion. Give to the running back. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Tigers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. On the move, he fires. It's caught. There he goes. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Finds his man. It's Cobb. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to throw it. With the catch, it's Thompson. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
First down for the offense.
The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And first down for the offense.
Off the play fake on first down. Dances away to buy time. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, and this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Stockton. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. Way too much grabbing and tugging there. The offense will take advantage of the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Tight end now in motion. On the run, it's McCray. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those.
He's loose. And they exploited that soft spot. They get it down to the 35.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Open space at the 25. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
They'll move the tight end. Going to the run, it's McCray. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add that.
Touchdown, Georgia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. The Dogs are starting to hunker down, and they are sinking their teeth into the Deep South's oldest rivalry.
And the red and black going crazy, the fans going nuts, and Georgia has dominated this rivalry of late. Auburn fans are sick and tired of the Dogs, and man, they got to do something about it.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Fires it incomplete.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Second down, he'll throw it. Going for the big play. He's got it on the left. Off to the races. He's at the touchdown, Auburn. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Clemson had an impressive showing there in Death Valley, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Trevor Lawrence is impressed with this one. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the... All out of space. Inside the 30. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Cobb. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. And the Tigers want to crank the tempo. Takes the handoff. It's Cobb. Gets away from one. He's got space. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. To the air on first down. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They've picked up a couple of first downs to start this drive, and now 1st and 10 from the 47. Going deep. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the ground, it's McCray. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. To the air, it's Stockton. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He'll throw it. Got it in the middle. It's dumped. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's going to take off. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Quickly complete. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Auburn lines up quickly.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Keeps looking downfield. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Bringing the heat. Scrambling away. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll move the wide receiver. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Makes the catch. It's Thompson. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. These corners backing off a bit. The give out of the gun. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Sets up the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up, something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
Gain of 1. 1st and goal, Auburn.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. Looking to throw. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Steps away. Gets rid of it. Trying to find the end zone. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Try to barge their way in. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. Loss of 1.
Decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They want that clock to run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Right back to him on the ground. It's a seam wide open. Corralled and brought down by the defense. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Dogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. It's 1st and 10 from the 31.
42 Spider.
To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. looking for a gap. It's McCray. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Power football with the run. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Punt is on its way. Here's the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Going right to work up top. Fires to the middle. He's got it. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Defense just can't cover this guy. We've seen it all game long, whether it's man coverage, zone coverage, double coverage. They cannot find an answer for him. He's already got over 150 yards.
Under fire. And he's got it. Late touchdown here, but it would take a miracle of Lazarus-like proportions to come back down.
You get the touchdown, but there's not a lot of time left. So you need to get the onside kick. You may have time for one more play, one shot to throw it in the end zone and somehow see if you can steal this game.
Only 14 seconds to play, the hands team on the field, and it'll come down to this onside kick. They got on the ball, but I believe he touched it before it went 10 yards, and there is a flag on the field. These onside kicks are nearly impossible anyway, but you have to at least give them a chance by getting the ball 10 yards. They'll take the penalty and take over with the lead. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. It is Georgia taking home the W in the Deep South's oldest rivalry. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer.